What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode here on Wide Eye Sports. Today, we're going over Week 13 post game. Wow, Riley, how you feel? One seed in the
Oh yeah,
NFC. The
on
Cowboys
top of the
bounce
world.
back
Yep.
against the Chiefs. Cowboys take down Kansas City. I mean, I'm not going to brag, but I got both those games right. I bet both those games right. But we're just not gonna. We're gonna skip my team. We're just gonna not talk about them. They don't even deserve to be talked about right now. Let's move into the games here. Let's talk about first game first in the NFC North. Packers Lions. Packers get the dub there. We talked about it on the show. I think we all expected the Packers to win that game, right? Was there anybody here?
Lions,
Expected
Lions
Detroit?
just look beat up, dude. Lions look beat
yeah.
up.
We
I
were
took
split
the Lions.
2-2. Yeah,
Were we? Oh,
yeah,
okay,
we were
okay.
split 2-2 on that game.
Okay,
Yeah.
well, I didn't expect the Lions to have a chance at winning that game. I mean, the Lions are. They don't make any sense to me right now. Dan Campbell is doing exactly a Dan Campbell maneuver and over engineering, over pursuing, like just completely throwing himself off. He's just not a good football coach. He's a good motivator and he's a good leader, but he's not a good X's and O's coach. And it hurts my brain to watch it because like I love watching Detroit lose and I love watching them be worse than they were. Don't get me wrong, but like we talked about it last week, the Detroit offense was fine. Like it's not like they were putting up 10 points a game. And since he's taken over, they had 24 against Minnesota, before he took over, they had 24 against Minnesota, which was fine. They come out, they put up 44 against Washington, but then they need 5 quarters to put up 34 points. They only get 24 against Green Bay at home, and they only put up 9 against the Eagles, who the Bears just beat in Philly. Like, this isn't like
More and more, the Lions are looking like the odd man out in the playoff picture in the NFC.
Yeah, absolutely. In the NFC North, I absolutely don't believe the Lions. The Lions are currently sitting at 7-5. Let's see. I can probably pull up the playoff picture here if I wanted to.
Yeah, they're sitting at the 8th seed right now.
Yeah. We can kind of pivot this, and I mean, we're kind of at a point where we can just talk about playoff teams. We don't even really need to talk every single game. We'll gloss over every game, but yeah, I mean, we can pretty much focus on the playoff standings.
Brenner just doesn't want to talk about the Vikings.
I don't. I have no desire.
I wouldn't want to either.
I don't desire.
We don't gotta talk about those games. Let's just.
I don't even have any desire to talk. Like it's just. I mean, I'll give my 2 cents. It's just bad football.
Hold up.
Team.
You have 2 minutes.
I don't even want a full 2 minutes. It's bad football. It is just bad football, top to bottom. The play calling's bad. The receivers are bad. Yeah, I'm saying the receivers are playing bad. They're dropping balls left and right. Jordan Addison's had 2 wide open touchdowns in back-to-back weeks on post routes that, yes, his arms were outstretched for the ball and no, it didn't hit him in the chest. But I mean, catch that and run, touchdown, no question. And then, I mean, he did have a comeback route this past week where he came back. The ball was like 20 feet from him. He went to chest catch it, and it bounced off his chest, hit the ground. I mean, it absolutely, like, a Seahawks fan literally looked at me. Jordan Addison had another comeback route in, like, the 4th quarter, and he, like, shakes me on the shoulder. He goes, oh, my God, he caught it. And I was like, yeah, I know. Crazy. Like, it was literally, like, it's that bad. Like, I was trying to explain to some of my friends and stuff how, like, it's not just J.J. McCarthy. The whole team is playing bad. And they're like, yeah, okay. And after this week, they're like, oh, my God, dude, you're right. Like, that, they're just a bad football team right now. And I'm like, yeah.
They probably need to draft a new quarterback next year.
I mean, that is the dumbest thing. I mean, it's just dumb. And I can't, that's my whole, I don't need special time or anything for that. We can talk about actual football that matters because so currently as it sits right now, Bears, Rams, Eagles, Bucks, and you have Seattle, Green Bay, 49ers. That's how the NFL playoffs currently sit in the NFC. I'm trying to find it. Is there not one on the NFL's website?
Oh, I'm on ESPN right now.
God, that's so weird that they don't have. Like, I just searched playoff picture and it didn't bring anything. It just brings a bunch of articles up. It doesn't actually bring up like
what the standings are.
Yeah, like I just want NFL playoff predictor or playoffs. Google's being dumb. Why is Google being dumb? Yeah, like when I go to NFL playoffs, Okay, here we go. Now I found it. It was in their games. All right, so yeah. So then just outside at 7-5, you have the Lions, Cowboys, Panthers. The Panthers are still like a legitimate team in the playoff hunt, and they like just beat the Rams. So like
Yeah.
they're not. You can't count the Panthers out anymore. And then on the AFC side, we have the Patriots, Broncos, Jags. Then you have the Ravens, Chargers, Colts. I don't see the Patriots not getting the 1 seed. The Bills are at the 7 seed right now, and the Chiefs are 6-6, looking at least 3 games back because the Bills have the tiebreaker over them. Do the Texans have the tiebreaker over them? Have they played this season?
I think every team above them has the tiebreaker.
Let's
'Cause
see.
what the Buffalo
Houston
has-
plays the Chiefs this week.
Okay, so this this game, Houston is playing for the tiebreaker against Kansas City.
Mhm.
So that's a huge game. And then I don't think
believe
the
it's-
Steelers and the Chiefs have played yet.
It's in Arrowhead. Yeah, I forgot. I thought I brought that up. That the Chiefs, all their tough games coming up, most of them are in Arrowhead.
Yeah. But I mean,
And they play.
So
they
even
they
if
play
they
the
get-
Texans, the Chargers, and the Broncos all in Arrowhead. Their only 2 road games are in Las Vegas and in Tennessee. So they have a very favorable schedule at the end.
so even with that, Spoon, Houston has Arizona, Raiders, at Chargers, Colts coming up. And the Colts are at home, and they just beat them in Indy. So there's probably 4 wins. So Kansas City has to win out
Oh yeah.
to beat
Oh, yeah.
Houston for the tiebreaker. They have to win out to beat Houston for the tiebreaker, and Houston's currently the 8 seed. And they're only 1 game back at Houston. So
And they're looking good.
yeah, and Houston's looking good. They're 2 games back of Buffalo. So Buffalo has to lose 2, and they have to win out just to get to Buffalo, and Buffalo has to then lose the tiebreaker to them somehow, which Buffalo currently has it.
I think KC just needs to win out. They can't lose.
Yeah, they
another
can't
game.
really afford.
Oh yeah, no,
to
they
win any
can't
games.
lose. And then Buffalo has Cincinnati. That could be a tough game. At New England, I think that's a win for Buffalo this time. I don't think the Patriots sweep them. I think that's one of those weird ones. Cleveland at Cleveland, so that's going to be a tough game. Philadelphia in Buffalo, that'll be a tough game. Then they get the Jets the final week. So Buffalo's got 4 tough games. So Buffalo could absolutely lose 3 of those. But Buffalo would have
Yeah.
to lose 3 of those.
Yeah.
Buffalo would have to lose 3, and Kansas City would have to win out, which is kind of insane that that's
See,
where we're at with this.
And the Colts have a tough schedule coming up too. They play the Jags twice in Seattle and in Houston.
Yeah. What do the Niners
Like
have?
literally everybody plays some tough road games, and you have the Chiefs sitting here, and the only road games they play is in LA and not LA, in Las Vegas and in Tennessee. Like the Chiefs
That's-
can
oh,
easily
wow.
still bounce back. Yeah, they could bounce, dude. They could bounce back here and
Oof, this is not
sneak
looking
into
good
the playoffs as a 7 seed
the NFC is not looking good for you guys
for the Bears
because
and
you have the
Cowboys.
Rams and the Seahawks both going to make the playoffs for sure. Right? You have the Eagles who you'd have to you need
We're trying to
3
win.
games.
We're trying to win
Yeah.
the division right now, but
Well,
I
then you
don't
need
think,
them to lose 3 out of the last 5, and you guys have to win out. So that's not looking super likely.
We don't have to win out. We don't have to win out. We can lose to the Chargers. We can
Not
lose
if
to the
they not
Chargers.
if they win 4 games.
Yeah, the Eagles.
The Eagles have to lose.
The
I'm
only
just talking about division. I'm just talking about getting them in the division.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You have
Yeah.
to win out so it has to be some sort of you have to win 3 more games than they do. So that's just what I
we
meant by
don't-
that.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
don't
you
have
don't
to win
have to,
out, though. Yeah.
but you need their help. So the best way to help yourself is to win out. Like that should be the baseline. Like
Well, yeah.
like same thought process as the Chiefs, right? There are ways we can get in without winning out, but we need to just win out. Like that's
I mean, I was gonna say if we're gonna talk about like upcoming games, then I mean this is a must-win game for the Cowboys this week. We have to win the tiebreaker over the Lions.
yeah,
If
absolutely.
we're trying to sneak into even a wild card spot here, we have to win the tiebreaker against the Lions because right now they're half a game. Well, they're 1 game ahead of us. So
Yeah, they're
And they're
one
not
game
looking
ahead of you.
good.
yeah,
And the Lions
no.
haven't been looking good. I think that bodes well in the Cowboys' favor.
I think so too.
It
They have a
does.
lot
Cowboys
of,
are getting
they have a-
hot.
They have a lot of starters out.
The Cowboys
this
could
game.
very easily win out, and the Cowboys could very easily lose 3 of these games. Like it's a 50-50. Like I think Minnesota and New York are probably wins, but Washington, if you get Jane Daniels back, the Chargers and the Lions could all 3 be losses. Like if the defense decides to just start playing like they did, 2 weeks ago and play that version of ball, they'll win most every game. But that was against the Raiders, right? Their 2 best games this season are the Raiders and then the Eagles, who's a division rival. They did give up 28 points to the Chiefs, which, is still 28 points any way you look at it. The defense is absolutely playing better since the bye, but you make adjustments at the bye. Teams start figuring out adjustments the farther in you get. So who knows what happens against Detroit this week? It could be another shootout, 54-45 for all we know. You know what I mean? It could be a crazy game.
And the Packers, we could sneak in and try to steal their wild card spot too, because they have the Bears twice in the next 3 weeks, and they also have the Broncos in between that, and they have the Ravens. So the Packers can easily drop.
We need them to,
so.
because that tiebreaker could really screw the Bears if we end up with the same record, same amount of wins. That tie can screw us.
Yeah, I just want to make sure that the Packers don't make the playoffs so that they can't win the Super Bowl. That's really all I care about. Anybody else can make it, because after that, the Lions nor the Bears are going to make it past the Rams in the NFC Championship by that time. So I think the Rams are winning the Super Bowl this year, personally. They're just they lost to Carolina. Everybody has bad weeks. They're still the best team in football. Like when you watch them play, when they get in the red zone, unstoppable. The defense, best young defensive line in the NFL. The secondary is good enough. They have good linebackers, great offensive line, phenomenal run game, and the best play caller in football. Like this is still the best team in football.
And they probably have whenever you're thinking about the teams on top when it comes to the AFC and the NFC, they probably have the best wins. They beat the Texans, the Colts, the Ravens in Baltimore. Jackson, I know that. Well, I guess the Ravens game, I think Lamar was hurt, right?
Yeah,
Lamar
I think so.
Probably.
But they 35-7 over the Jags. Like they beat the Seahawks. They beat the Bucs.
We're not talking enough about the Steelers' collapse this season.
Oh, well,
they were in.
I think I only had them winning like 5 or 6 games in the first place.
But
they've already exceeded my expectations by just a little bit.
Well, that's fair. But at one point in the year, they had like a 4-game lead in their division, and they're currently in second place.
It's like karma for Aaron Rodgers ducking the Bears game.
Yeah, it is.
Magically getting hurt so he can't play us.
Spoon, you had Pittsburgh at 5 wins.
Yeah, exactly. They barely exceeded my expectations, but
yeah.
What are their remaining games they have? Yeah, Ravens, Dolphins, Lions, Browns, Ravens.
Yeah, tough games. Yeah, I don't know. Shout out to the Seahawks pitching a shutout. Vikings dropped the longest. They were prior to this. They were the longest streak in the NFL without getting shut out. So now the most recent streak I think is 2015. I don't remember who it was, but I'm pretty sure it was 2015 is the longest streak. So about 10 years. But the Vikings previously had the longest streak. 2007 was the last time they were shut out.
That is insane.
Yeah,
that's a wild stat.
So the crops are burning in Minnesota. Everybody's losing their minds. This is the worst possible thing ever.
I don't mean to rub salt in the wound, but like you talk about the collapse of the Steelers, man, the collapse of the Vikings is just is
yeah,
crazy.
No. I'm not shying away from it. We're a bad football team this year.
It sucks, man. It sucks because you guys looked so good last year.
You want to know something crazy though? If we were smart, if we were really smart, we would have seen this coming. And I'll tell you why. Let me tell you why. I'm pulling up the statistic here.
And your guys' cap situation isn't the best going into next year, right? You have a bunch of guys.
We can make room. There's no worries there. And we have 10 draft picks. Like, I'm not worried about that. So going back to 2014. Sub 8 wins, over 8 wins. 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 Guess what this year is?
Sub 8 wins.
Sub 8 wins. So we now have a decade, and before that even, it was sub 8 wins, over 8 wins, sub 8 wins, sub 8 wins, over. So like going back to 2007, 2008, we average every other year over 8 wins, under 8 wins, over 8 wins, under 8 wins, over 8 wins, under 8 wins, going all the way back to 2007. So, like, if we were smart, we would have seen this coming. I'm not smart. I didn't see this coming. It's just, yeah, it's just bad. It's just bad. Kevin O'Connell is absolute. Like, I've brought this up a couple other times throughout like the show's history, and Kirk Cousins in his first year under Kevin O'Connell, they went into Philadelphia. They beat the Packers week 1. I was at that game. Kevin O'Connell's first game ever. They beat the Packers. Offense looks good. The next week we go to Philadelphia, and it's a big test on the road, Monday Night Football, and we get dominated, just straight up slapped on primetime. And Kirk Cousins after that game was like, I don't have his system down. I don't have it down as well as I thought I did. It's a tough system, and I don't have it down. If a guy like Kirk Cousins, who to that point in his 8 years in the NFL at that point, couldn't get it down in 5-6 months, like, it just takes guys a long time to get the system completely down. And then on top of that, you're asking guys who don't even know how to tie their shoes yet on the field to then run the full playbook and be expansive and do all these crazy things. And it's just not working. He needs to take a humility pill and realize I can't just run a high octane explosive offense no matter who's in there, and change the game plan for who is in the game. And he just refuses. And I think he'll take a long look this offseason and hopefully fix that. And next year we'll have over 8 wins because that's just the way it goes. So, but
are there any games that you guys want to go over from last week? Because I was going to ask a question. I was going to ask you guys: should this Denver Broncos defense be worried after letting Washington score 26 on them with Marcus Mariota?
I don't think so.
Hold on.
Nope, he's freezing again.
He froze.
I think it was more of a fluky game than anything to be
worried about.
Yeah.
No, I would argue against that, because this Denver Broncos team is, the defense plays to whoever they are playing against, and the offense has gotten very lucky at times and come back against very bad teams. This defense, if they're playing a subpar team, plays to their level. They gave up 32 to the Giants. They gave up 29 to the Colts. They gave up 24 to the Chargers. They gave up 24 to the Cowboys. They gave up 26 last week to the Commanders.
They also scored 44 on the Cowboys that time.
Yeah, this is true.
I was going to say, I do find it funny, too, that we always talk highly of this defense and, like, terrible of this offense. But the thing is when the defense does have a bad game, the offense does just enough for them to win the game.
Yeah, but that's
they need to.
But that's what I was just saying. Is this defense plays down to their competition, and then the offense gets the chance to, against poor competition, to come back in the game and win it for them.
Defense won in the game. Defense won them that game. They went into overtime.
The final play of the
Commanders.
Defense
Yeah,
won
that's
them
what I'm
that
saying.
game. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Like, the Commanders went all the way down, scored, needed 2 points, and then the defense.
But they never would have been
them.
in that position if the defense had just stopped them in the fourth quarter.
Okay, but they came up. They came up. It doesn't matter if they failed in the first 4 quarters. The defense won them that game.
Yeah, but
because
it does matter in the context of what we're talking about.
It would matter if they lost.
No, it matters if they win too. We're talking about, should they be worried? Should they be worried that they couldn't stop a Commander's offense for 4 quarters? Yes, that should worry you. That should worry you. Are you happy you won? Absolutely. You're like, whoo, got out of there with a win.
Clutch win. Needed it, and they got it. That was a clutch win.
I have more questions.
A win they shouldn't have struggled with.
And I've got one too.
Yeah, go for it.
I disagree.
Go ahead, Riley. Let Dalton talk.
I was just gonna say I just disagree. I think the Commanders, just because it's Marcus Mariota, doesn't mean that they're bad. I think that they put up a lot of points. They put up a lot of points last season, and they are still able to put up points. They got a lot of.
This is the 22nd ranked offense, bottom 10 offense. I mean, it's I'm not like it's just they're not a good offense. They're a bottom 10 offense.
Okay.
Like, it's what it is, Riley.
And let me fully explain the question before you answer.
Yeah.
You guys will think I'm crazy when I first ask this. If the Bears hold on to the 1 seed, do you guys think Caleb Williams gets MVP votes at the end of the season? Because
Yes.
we have
Absolutely he
talked
does.
about how the MVP award is the first seed quarterback.
He'll get votes. He won't get like
He might
first
get a
place
couple.
votes,
Yeah,
but he'll
he's
get
not going to
votes.
win it, but he
Yeah,
has
he'll
not had an
absolutely
MVP.
get votes.
He has not had an MVP season.
No,
Well, I think
absolutely
you can only attribute that to Ben Johnson. Like, obviously, Caleb Williams is talented, but he's not that kind of guy who,
Yeah.
he's not a Tom Brady. He's not.
No. I'm not saying
But-
he's going to win it.
Yeah,
I'm
no, I
saying,
know.
does he get 1-2 votes?
I don't think that's
He might
crazy
get
at all,
multiple
and I
votes, I guess.
absolutely think he gets MVP votes. 100%.
If they lock up.
Yeah, if
Lock
they
up
get the
one.
1 seed, he will 100% get MVP votes, and the second place runner up will be new Drake May, and then Matthew Stafford will win it. As of right now, I think that's what happens in the MVP race. I
Right.
think for sure, if I had to pick, probably Lamar will get some votes. Josh Allen will naturally get some votes. Just because if the Ravens win their division, he'll get some third place votes. He won't get any first place
Dak
votes.
will get some votes for sure.
Dak will get some
Dak
votes
will get some votes.
if they make the playoffs.
Yeah.
If they don't make the playoffs, he won't get any
Probably
votes.
not.
Yeah, that's how I would wrap up the MVP right now. Joe
Alright.
Burrow could potentially get some votes if they make it close because he got votes last year when they just barely missed the playoffs.
So
oh.
Dalton thinks no. Brenner thinks yes. Boone, what are your thoughts on?
On Caleb Williams getting votes?
Yes.
I think he's going to get votes.
I don't. Well, whenever I was shaking my head at the beginning, I'm like, there's no way someone's going to pick him to win the MVP, and I don't think anybody will have him as a first place vote.
Yeah,
they might throw in. I mean, he's not wrong. They might there might be a couple people that vote him like third or fourth or something, or I don't know how far back the voting goes. Is it the top 3 or the top 5 that you get?
that I don't
top
know.
3.
Is it the
Top
top
3?
3? Okay, there might be a couple people that vote him third, but yeah,
Yeah.
I don't think anybody's going to vote him number 1.
Yeah, no.
I would argue that I don't even think anybody votes him number 2.
Yeah, no. My only thinking of that is for the last couple of years, it's just been the 1 seed quarterback. So if the Bears get that he hasn't played an MVP season at all.
No, but
Right.
neither did Josh Allen last year.
Yeah, as of right now, I would believe.
Go
that
look
it
at
would-
Josh Allen's stats. He had
As-
like 3,400 passing.
He
yards.
had
He didn't
good
even have
stats,
4,000.
though.
I don't think he had 4,000 total yards last year.
But as of right now, I would say like if the playoffs ended
I'll
now
double
the way
check that, I think.
the way they're set up as, I would probably say that it goes Stafford, Drake May, then you could throw in Caleb Williams at 3. If the playoffs ended the way they're set up now, that's probably I could see it going that way. Because everybody's high on Drake May too, and I mean he's not having a bad season. His stats aren't.
No.
So Riley,
Um,
Josh Allen did
we
barely.
don't-
He had 4,100 total yards last year,
I mean he is leading the league in passing yards, so Drake May is right there.
and
What 32 and 4 touchdown to interception ratio is from Matthew Stafford. That's tough to beat.
Yeah.
Drake May's at 23 and 6, which isn't. It's not bad by any means either.
Matthew Stafford is right now the clear-cut favorite for MVP.
Yeah.
Drake May. Everybody else you can draw big red check marks on for negative
Mhm.
stuff. Like Drake May has played the easiest schedule in the NFL this year. He's had one game against an opponent in which you could go, okay, this is a legitimate test, and it was the Bills, and they're currently the 7th seed in the AFC. So their most tough game was against the 7th seed in the AFC, a fringe wild card team.
Yeah.
And I know they have Josh Allen, and I know, we put a lot of stock in Josh Allen. When you have Josh Allen, you have a chance, but that means you have a chance, not you're going to win. And they're a 7 seed team as a whole, and the whole team plays football. So that being that, they are currently.
Speaking of easier schedules, that probably brings me to my next question that I was going to ask you guys.
What's that?
If y'all are ready to move on.
Yeah.
Colts, are they overrated or not?
Oh man, I don't know if they're overrated because they lose they've now lost back to back. Kansas City's still a good team. Yes, they just lost to Dallas, but we all kind of saw that coming. Dallas is hot. Kansas City's not hot. Dallas is the hot team, right? Dallas has momentum. Dallas has that vibe going for them. So we all saw that coming. Kansas City's still a good team. They did, the Colts did lose to Pittsburgh, and they did lose to the Rams. But other than that, they beat the Broncos. They beat the Chargers.
Now, I was going to put an asterisk on the Chargers. That Chargers team was banged up when they played them.
I mean, that
Really
Chargers
banged
team
they're
shit down the
still
Vikings'
banged
throat. Shit down the Vikings' throat the week prior. I mean, full on down their throat the week prior. So they've played good football.
Everybody
Chargers have
shits on the
played good
Vikings,
football.
so it's not. I wouldn't even bring that up.
Yeah, keep that energy. I can't wait to hear the fucking excuses.
No, I definitely
think,
think they've taken a slight step back the last couple of weeks.
Okay.
I think it more depends on whether they can get back to where they were at the beginning of the season.
Yeah, they're still an 8-4 football team, and they have losses against the best team in the NFL by 7 points, and they probably should have won that game if not for a fluky fumble by a guy who's not even on the team anymore. A tough loss against Pittsburgh in which they were not favored to even win, so people expected them to lose that game, and then a division opponent and Pat Mahomes at home. Those are their losses. Those aren't bad losses. Those are all good losses, in my opinion.
I don't think they're overrated. I think they're just having a little bit of a slump,
Yeah, they just played two tough teams.
Just getting
I think
kind
they
of
beat
figured
Jacksonville
out.
this week.
And I think, I think they can still come back and make a real hard push, and still be dominant in the playoffs.
It's crazy. The Jets aren't eliminated from playoff contention yet. Neither are the Browns. The Jets and
or
the
the
Browns
Bengals.
3-9. Yeah, the Bengals are 4-8. Dolphins are 5-7. Could you imagine a world where it's like Texans, Bills, Dolphins? Could you imagine? Could you imagine a world?
Don't want to.
I mean, the Jags are 8-4 too.
Yeah, somebody explained to me how the Bucks are ahead of the Texans in the standings. Somebody explain that to me.
So the 1 through 4 seed are the division winners.
Or not the Bucks and the Texans. Excuse me, the Bucks and the Seahawks. How are the Bucks number 4 and the
1 through 4 is division winners?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So if you win your division, you're guaranteed a top 4 spot.
Gotcha. And
then
Rams.
those are ranked
And
on
right now,
That's so
right now the
stupid.
Rams win the tiebreaker over Seattle because they've only
Yep.
played once in the Rams.
I'm sorry, man. That is so stupid. Tampa Bay should not be in there, man.
So
It
the
should-
reason it's like that, Dalton, is you have to winning your division has to matter.
Yeah,
Why
it has
would
to
you
mean
why would
something.
you care about winning your division if it doesn't guarantee you a top 4 playoff spot? So it makes division games mean more. And I get it's a dumb thing, oh, now we play in a tougher division, so we're at a disadvantage. Sucks to suck. That's life, right?
Yeah.
It's not always fair. Not everything's fair. So that's why they don't change it. I do agree that some sports like basketball divisions don't mean anything in basketball, right? Nobody cares if the Lakers win the Pacific Division. That doesn't care because it's all based on record. Nobody cares.
Yeah.
So division games mean nothing now. Nobody cares. And that's what would happen to football if you change the playoff seeding. Nobody would care about division games anymore. Cool, you win your division, whoop-de-doo, who cares?
Gotcha. Okay.
Which, to be fair, I don't necessarily love the thought of we won the division, so we're good. Yeah, the 7-9 Seahawks won their division one time. Cool, great. They beat that was the beast mode run season, but they didn't win a Super Bowl. You know what I mean?
Sure. Let me double
So-
check. Yeah, see, the Bucks went 8-9 in 2022, but they
Yeah.
won their division. So
Yeah.
That would be a good game question. Who has won their division with a losing record?
It's only been the 2 teams, I think, because before there were 17 games, you had to have 7 or less wins, and I think the Seahawks team is the only team to ever do it.
Washington did it in 2020. They
Did
went
they?
7-9
Okay, well, I was wrong.
and won the division. Man, that was a rough year for the NFC East.
That was back
I was
when it was
going
the
to say
NFC
that
least.
was the NFC least year.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm looking at it right now. I can easily
Yeah,
come back
let's
to
see.
2016 right now. I don't see anyone.
I'm
2015.
looking through here. Any other games you guys want to touch on? Spoon, good call on the Jets.
Panthers did it in 2014. They went 7-8.
Jesus. 7-8. That's impossible. Oh, 7-8-1.
No,
Had-
oh
would've
yeah,
had
it would
to
have been 7-8-1. My bad.
Yeah.
I missed the tie. Yeah, it was 7-8-1.
Gotcha.
So I mean, technically, still a losing record.
Yeah, it is. Other than that, Buffalo. Side note, I want to say one thing about the Buffalo game. They ran the same play 26 times against Pittsburgh.
What?
Yeah, they ran counter out of I formation 26 times through the same gap.
If it ain't broke.
6 times and had 170 yards on that play alone.
That's insane.
That's insane. I was watching a film breakdown where they mentioned that. I was like, what? It's
I
crazy.
got something I want to mention.
Yeah.
Does Jackson Dart need to shut up and listen to the old heads and stop playing such aggressive football?
Yeah.
And he's going to get himself hurt.
Yeah,
At least
absolutely.
for this season. If they had a winning record, I would understand.
No,
if they were
dude,
fighting
hold
for
on.
a playoff spot.
Time out. Jackson Dart is 6'2", 220. Okay, that's a big dude when you're talking about a high schooler. That's a mid-sized dude when you're talking about a college player. That's a little man in the NFL. You are
Yeah.
tiny. There are 6'5", 255-pound dudes running full speed at you with the intent to hurt you.
And that's on the smaller side. of
And you have a ball and can't really protect yourself. Okay? Slide. Just fucking slide.
Yeah.
Okay?
He is not going to have a long career if he keeps playing the way he's playing.
No.
Like, I get it. Play hard. Play through the whistle. Go for it. When they're coming at you, just take the slide. It's not
Or
worth 2 yards.
Hop out of bounds, man, because they're going to knock you out of bounds.
Yeah.
There
like, they did it
was
in the game. You see that play? He did like
Yeah.
a full half flip.
the Patriots linebacker, I think it was Ellis. He was laying the wood all game.
I mean, dude, he chipped a dude's helmet.
yeah,
I don't know
knocked
how
the
Flag
guy
didn't get
out.
called on that play.
It was wild. I was
Yeah.
hearing this guy's name everywhere.
Yeah, Dart needs to. Dart
Chill.
Yeah, he needs to chill. He needs to bring it back. I'm not saying don't play hard. And if it's 4th and 2, go get that fucking first down, dude. Go do it. But if it's 1st and 10
Yeah.
and there's a dude standing 3 yards between you and the first down, go through 2nd and 4. You'll be all right. You'll be okay. 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 2 aren't that different. Good for. I do want to bring up. Shadur looked very bad. I think I kind of expected him to against this Niners defense. I don't really expect him to jump off the stat sheet in this game specifically. I think Cleveland had. Who does Cleveland have coming up? I was looking at this the other day. Cleveland has Tennessee, Chicago, Buffalo, Pittsburgh, and Cincinnati. He should have 2 good games in there against Tennessee and Cincinnati, where we'll get to see kind of what he can really be at his peak level against bad defenses. So I think this is one of those weeks where I expect them to win the game.
That last play just looked bad. He's rolling out left on 4th and 20 something, kind of jogs 5 yards and then just slides.
Yeah. That's the opposite of Dart.
Yes,
But
it
that-
just looked bad. Like he didn't try to hit the first down.
But this is
Like,
what I was talking about last week when he was like, this was after 3 days of practice. Imagine me after a whole off season. Like, this is the kind of thing I was talking about of like, it's the NFL, dude. You're not just going to be able to practice and be great immediately. Like,
Yeah.
a little bit of humility is fine. Confidence is fine. Come out and be like, we went out there, we got to win, great team win. We're going to come back next week. We're going to give our all. We're going to go to war. Like, that's fine. Coming out and being like, I'm going to be so great whenever I get some practice in me. Like, that's, I don't like that personally. Some people do, some people don't. I don't
the
like
confidence.
that. That's not confidence. That's cockiness, though. That's not confidence.
There's a fine line between cockiness
And that
confidence.
is way on the other side of the
But it's
cockiness.
not way. No, it is not. No,
Yes,
it is
it is.
not.
That's
No,
making
it is
it
not.
about me and not about us. Confidence
It is about
saying,
him. It is about him though.
That's cockiness. That is what being
No,
cocky is.
because literally from the beginning, from the draft, everybody was talking about this guy, and everybody was like, "Where's he gonna go? Where's he gonna go?" And then
Yeah.
he gets passed up on, and he doesn't get an opportunity, and everyone was like, "Why isn't Shadur starting?" And then finally he gets a start. So yes, it is about him.
Why did he not get a chance? Because it came out that he was too cocky and he looked down on teams. That's what teams said. Literally, that's word for word. Teams were like, he came into the draft meeting and was like, I don't really need to be prepared for this. I'll show you what I can do. Like, no, you need to treat this like a job interview. You need to treat this seriously. Like
he just needs a great coach, man. He just needs somebody who can take the talent and Russing, Kung Fu Panda 3, redirect the energy.
Other than that, I don't see anything big here. I don't have anything else. You guys got anything else?
No, I don't have anything else.
All right. Well, if you like the video, like it, subscribe to the channel. We really appreciate you. We'll see you all in the next one.